Documents released by the U.S. Department of Justice have revealed plans for convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein to take a majority ownership stake in a women's empowerment brand linked to Sarah Ferguson, after his 2008 conviction for child sex offenses. The disclosures are part of millions of pages made public under the Epstein Files Transparency Act and raise new questions about Epstein's business dealings with high-profile figures long after his criminal conviction. In 2009, Sarah Ferguson, the former Duchess of York, began a year-long effort to launch a brand called Mother's Army. The initiative was billed as a global platform designed to amplify the voices of mothers and address issues facing children and families. But newly released emails show that behind the scenes, Jeffrey Epstein was positioned to play a central role in the project. A 2009 email from an Epstein associate outlines a business plan for Mother's Army, describing the brand as standing for integrity, consciousness, morals, and ethics. The same document lists anticipated revenue streams, including book deals, children's television programs, and paid speaking engagements. One confirmed event, a Women in Leadership appearance at Michigan State University, was projected to generate $40,000 in fees. However, the emails reveal a stark contrast between the public-facing image of Mother's Army and the proposed ownership structure. Despite Epstein's conviction the previous year for soliciting sex from a minor, the plan proposed that he would hold 51% equity in the company, making him its majority owner. Under the same proposal, Ferguson would receive a salary of $250,000 a year. One note in the document suggests she should be based in New York, stating that the UK market is poison for her. A second email sent to Epstein sheds further light on how the financier hoped to profit from the relationship. Written by an associate who claimed to have dined with Ferguson, then Prince Andrew, and their daughters, the message describes Mother's Army as an opportunity to leverage her network, not just for the brand itself, but for other Epstein-linked ventures. The emails reference JEDS, described as an investment vehicle intended to fund Mother's Army and similar projects. While it remains unclear whether Sarah Ferguson ever formally agreed to give Epstein equity in the company, the documents show he remained closely involved in its development. In June 2009, Ferguson emailed Epstein asking for guidance on how to structure the organization. He advised her to recruit 5 powerful women to publicly represent the brand, specifically women who would not feel threatened by her profile. Ferguson replied with suggested names, including Ghislaine Maxwell. Epstein rejected the suggestion, noting Maxwell did not have children. By August 2009, Ferguson was again updating Epstein on progress, thanking him for his support and referring to him as the brother I have always wished for. The correspondence continued into 2010. In February of that year, Ferguson asked Epstein to have his lawyers trademark Mother's Army in every category, ahead of a keynote speech on female empowerment. Epstein responded by encouraging her to mention the brand publicly, adding that plans were already underway for training manuals, approvals, and both short- and long-term strategies. As public scrutiny surrounding Epstein intensified, his involvement in the project appears to have unraveled. An email from August 2011, sent to a reputation management firm to Epstein's lawyer, states that Ferguson was keen to secure the rights back to Mother's Army domain names that Epstein had purchased for her. The message was reportedly linked to a request for Ferguson to sign a letter in support of Epstein, who was facing mounting backlash. Forwarding the email to Epstein, his lawyer commented, "The Duchess appears to be doing a bit of horse trading here." By late September 2011, Epstein appears to have fully disengaged from the project. One final email shows an image of Mother's Army promotional materials, with the sender asking whether they should be kept, thrown away, or mailed to Ferguson. There is no evidence the Mother's Army brand was ever formally launched under the proposed structure. In a 2011 statement, Ferguson said she would never associate with Epstein again, calling her relationship with him a gigantic error of judgment, and stating she abhorred child abuse. Being named in the Epstein files does not imply wrongdoing, but the documents continue to reveal how Epstein maintained influence and access to prominent figures, even after his conviction, raising fresh questions about accountability, judgment, and the lasting reach of his network.